And that's why you killed them?
Right. Not because I was angry with them, not because I hated them, but because I wanted to keep them with me.
Murdered 17 young men over 13 years.
Your Honor, it is over now. This has never been a case of trying to get free.
Imagine this. You're a young guy in Milwaukee just trying to get by. Someone offers you a few bucks to hang out, take some pictures, maybe have a drink. You go to his place and you never come back. Between 1978 and 1991, one man turned that nightmare into reality for 17 young men and boys. His name was Jeffrey Dahmer. To his neighbors, he was quiet, polite, a little weird maybe. But behind apartment door number 213, he was living out the darkest fantasies imaginable. Tonight, we're going deep into one of the most disturbing cases in American criminal history. We'll walk through every victim, how he lured them, what he did to their bodies, and how he almost got away with it for over a decade. This one's gonna stay with you. Let's begin. Jeffrey Lionel Dahmer was born on May 21st, 1960 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. From a young age, something was off. While most kids played with toys, Jeffrey was collecting roadkill, dissecting animals, and keeping their bones. His parents' marriage was falling apart. His mother suffered from severe depression. His father was often absent. When they finally divorced in 1978, Jeffrey was left alone in the family house right after high school graduation. That same summer, he committed his first murder.
The first killing was not planned. I was coming back from the shopping mall back in '78. I had fantasies about picking up a hitchhiker.
June 18th, 1978. 18-year-old Stephen Hicks was hitchhiking to a rock concert. Dahmer picked him up, brought him back to his empty house, and they drank beer together. When Stephen wanted to leave, Dahmer panicked. He hit him over the head with a dumbbell, strangled him, then spent hours dismembering the body in the basement. He crushed the bones and scattered them in the woods behind the house. The killing wasn't planned, but it awakened something in him. For the next 9 years, Dahmer didn't kill again, but the urge never left. In 1987, living with his grandmother in West Allis, the killing started again. Victim number 2 was Stephen Tuomi. They met at a bar and went to a hotel. The next morning, Dahmer woke up to find Tuomi lifeless beside him. He had no memory of what happened that night. He put the body in a suitcase, took it to his grandmother's basement, and carefully dismembered it there. Next came 14-year-old James Dockstader. Lured with $50 to pose for photos, he was brought back and met the same fate.
Why did you photograph them?
It was my way of remembering their appearance, their physical beauty. I also wanted to keep something. If I couldn't keep them there with me whole, at least I felt that I could keep their skeletons.
Richard Guerrero, 22, was also offered money to spend the night, drugged and killed. By 1989, Dahmer had his own place at 924 North 25th Street. That's when things became far more disturbing. In May 1991, Konarak escaped Dahmer's apartment, naked, bleeding, drugged. 3 women found him and called the police. The cops showed up. Dahmer, calm as ever, told them it was just a lover's quarrel, that the boy was 19 and drunk. The officers actually believed him. They handed the boy back to Dahmer, who killed him shortly after. This moment still haunts Milwaukee. If the police had just checked his ID or looked around, it might have ended right there. After that, Dahmer spiraled. In just 6 weeks, he killed 5 more men: Matt Turner, Jeremiah Weinberger, Oliver Lacey, and Joseph Braidhoft. He was keeping heads in the refrigerator. A full human torso was decomposing in a 57-gallon drum in his bedroom. The smell was unbearable. Neighbors had been complaining for years. Then came July 22nd, 1991. Tracy Edwards, 32, went to Dahmer's apartment. Dahmer handcuffed him, pulled a knife, and said he was going to eat his heart. Tracy fought back, managed to run into the street with one handcuff still dangling from his wrist, and flagged down 2 police officers. The officers went up to apartment 213 with him. What they saw changed them forever. Inside the fridge, a human head. On the shelves, skulls. Polaroid photos of dismembered bodies everywhere. A barrel full of acid and decomposing remains. Hands and genitals preserved. It was a house of horrors. Dahmer was arrested on the spot. The full search revealed remains of 11 victims in that one apartment. Dahmer eventually confessed to all 17 murders. In court, he tried the insanity defense. He said he was sick, that he couldn't control himself.
Your Honor, it is over now. This has never been a case of trying to get free. I didn't ever want freedom. Frankly, I wanted death for myself. This was a case to tell the world that I did what I did not for reasons of hate. I hated no one. I knew I was sick or evil or both. Now I believe I was sick.
The jury didn't buy it. They found him sane. In 1992, he received 16 life sentences. He told the court, "I knew I was evil." Jeffrey Dahmer didn't last long in prison. In November 1994, another inmate beat him to death with a metal bar. The Milwaukee monster was gone, but the scars he left on the city, on the families, and on everyone who's ever heard the story, those scars remain. This wasn't just a story about a serial killer. It was a story about how someone could live among us, killing for years, while the system failed his victims over and over again. If you've made it this far, thank you. These stories are hard to hear, but they're important. The victims deserve to be remembered by name, not just as numbers. Drop a like if you want more deep dive true crime videos like this. Comment which part shocked you the most, and subscribe. We're going deeper into the darkness next time.